Brad Pitt's journey through Alcoholics Anonymous, a story of vulnerability, growth, and rebooting life. Once upon a time in Hollywood, a place often glamorized for its glitz and glamour, Brad Pitt, a globally recognized star and Hollywood icon, found himself attending something far removed from the red carpets and flashing cameras. His first Alcoholics Anonymous AA meeting. This moment marked a profound turning point in the life of the actor, who, despite his fame and fortune, faced battles that many endure quietly and without recognition. On a recent episode of the popular Armchair Expert podcast, Brad opened up candidly about this transformative experience. The actor, now 61, shared how he was pretty much on his knees, emotionally and spiritually when he took that first step into AA. The experience, he said, was nothing short of amazing. What made it powerful was the raw honesty, the openness, and the palpable sense of community he discovered in a room filled with people confronting their own struggles. Brad explained, "I was trying anything and everything, anything anyone threw at me. It was a difficult time. I needed rebooting." This phrase, rebooting, perfectly captures the essence of his mindset at the time. After a period marked by personal turmoil, including his widely publicized divorce from Angelina Jolie in 2016, Brad realized that his old ways were no longer sustainable. He needed a fundamental reset. Although Brad didn't specify exactly when he attended his AA meetings, he had previously revealed in an interview with the New York Times that he committed to the program for about a year and a half following his divorce. This period was crucial, a time when he faced the hard realities of addiction, heartbreak, and the challenge of rebuilding himself from the inside out. On the podcast, host Dax Shepard, himself a person who has walked a similar path toward recovery, praised Brad for his bravery and transparency. "So King honest," Dax remarked, recognizing how difficult it can be to openly confront one's demons, especially under the glare of public scrutiny. Brad admitted that while the prospect of speaking up during the meeting initially felt daunting, as his turn to share was coming around the circle, the courage he drew from watching others open up inspired him. "It gives you permission to go, okay, I'm gonna step out on this edge and see what happens. And then I really grew to love it," he recalled. This is the beauty of AA's community approach. Sharing vulnerabilities becomes not a sign of weakness but a source of strength. He also expressed how much it meant to witness Dax Shepard's own honesty during the meetings. "Dax was usually near the end because he's been there a while," Brad said, likening Dax to an elder statesman who brought both wisdom and humor to the process. The presence of such supportive figures helped Brad feel less alone, less isolated by his struggles. Coming from the Ozarks, Brad shared, he was raised in an environment where men often insisted that everything is great, regardless of what was really going on beneath the surface. This cultural backdrop made the openness and vulnerability of AA meetings all the more striking. "I just thought it was incredible, men sharing their experiences with their foibles, their missteps, their wants, their aches, and a lot of humor with it," Brad gushed. The humor, he noted, was an important part of the healing process, helping to break down walls and lighten the burden. Brad's openness about attending AA was not without its challenges. When he first went public about it, he said he got admonished by a higher-up, a reminder that even in recovery circles there are complex social dynamics and pressures. Still, he found it freeing to expose the ugly sides of himself. This transparency was essential for his healing, as it helped him shed the shame and denial that often accompany addiction. "I had taken things as far as I could take it, so I removed my drinking privileges," Brad explained in a 2019 interview. This decisive step, removing himself from alcohol, was a critical act of self-preservation. His drinking problem had not only affected his health but also contributed to the unraveling of his marriage to Angelina Jolie. Their divorce, finalized after a widely reported 2016 incident on a private plane, was a painful chapter. Jolie alleged in court documents that Brad had physically harmed her and one of their 6 children. Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, and twins Knox and Vivian. These accusations cast a harsh spotlight on the darker side of Brad's struggles, underscoring how addiction can have ripple effects far beyond the individual. Yet, through all this turmoil, Brad's journey through AA and recovery remains a testament to the power of seeking help, embracing vulnerability, and committing to change. His story is not just about a famous actor confronting addiction but about a human being willing to face his flaws and rebuild himself. In sharing his story publicly, Brad Pitt has contributed to breaking down the stigma surrounding addiction, especially for men who might feel pressured to appear strong at all times. His honesty serves as encouragement for others who may be silently suffering. Today, Brad Pitt stands not only as an accomplished actor but as a man who has walked through fire and emerged with a renewed sense of self. His path shows that recovery is possible, even in the face of immense challenges, and that it is okay to ask for help and lean on others. The actor's reflections on AA remind us that beneath the fame and success, there are real people dealing with real pain, and that recovery is a journey worth taking, one courageous step at a time.